There we go. It's great to see your beautiful faces. So I hope everybody's doing well. I love our Did You Know calls. And just a reminder that next week we'll be on separate calls because we're going to have our year-end celebration and recognition for seminar year 2023, because we've just started the 2024 year. And so I think that'll work out great. So we'll give you plenty of reminders, but that's what next week will be. So would anybody like to start us off with a blessing? Yeah, great.
That would be
one of these times I'm gonna start assigning people because I have no preparation for this. I
just with a show of hands, how many would like for Susan to continue to lead us in prayer every Tuesday night? I mean, seriously.
Come on.
Any of us couldn't do it, Susan, but it's just, I love hearing what you have to say.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We'll see what the Lord wants me to say to you, because I have no clue. Father God, thank you. Thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for these beautiful women. The Sisters of Mary Kay are one of the greatest blessings of Mary Kay's company and legacy. And so just so grateful for those who make this a priority on Tuesday nights so that we can just be together, share ideas, learn from each other, and honor you. We just give you all the glory for our success. We ask you to be with those in our units who are not here, and just bless our company and our teams, and help us have a great, successful week, and honor you in all that we do. Amen.
Amen.
So there you go.
Thank you.
So you get to kick us off then on what we're talking about tonight.
Oh my gosh. You know, this particular one, out of all of them, and every single one of them I've loved and understood as we went in through the month why she put together what she put together. And so this one is all about beating the heat. You can tell the kind of the theme, what's in it. But this one is my favorite. If I were my own customer, I'd be just ordering up a storm this month to get these things at half price, because I personally use every single thing that's in here just about every single day. And so there's a couple things, but for the most part, yeah. So there's some great deals, some great products, and things to summer proof your skin. And I am in love with, it's Monica, right in her name.
Yeah.
However she does this, or if she's got an assistant who puts this together, kudos to that person, those people, because this is so brilliant. And again, if you're not utilizing it every single month, and really your customers, I just will share this. Over the weekend, she's a bishop's wife, and she messaged me. She uses the full repair set, and she's a really great customer. She's my egg lady. I sell her product, and she gives me eggs. Hey, that's cash and eggs. Anyway, she's wonderful. She said, I need the whole repair set. And since I get 4 half-price products, I want blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You guys, I mean, she already knew it. I didn't have to, and so I love that my clients now, I'm just there, been using it consistently for a year, and that's what it takes. And but by that time, they'll be placing large orders to be able to get the things that they want. So you guys, I'm in love, and this one is probably one of my favorites. So there you go.
Doesn't it kill you when they don't take advantage of it? Or like they get 3 things and like, oh, I'll just take one.
I know it does.
Like, okay. I go, you sure you don't want a pineapple pie with that? But you're right. There's those who will say, oh yeah, and I'm all ready for what I want as my 4 things or 3 things. So it's pretty cool. So, well, I'll kick us off because this is a personal favorite, and that is the Targeted Action Toning Lotion. I love the way it smells. I love how my skin does look more toned. And I got to tell you, there's times I think, I don't know that I look almost 60, but sometimes my body skin will give me away. And it's the arms, it's the crepey skin, it's the décolleté, but this stuff is a pretty good defender against that because it firms your skin, it tones, it hydrates for 24 hours. Tones, tightens, and what the company says is that maintaining the hydration is even more important than you realize. You know, we tell our customers all the time, oil and moisture are completely different. Your body, skin, everything needs a huge drink of water. And in addition to improving how your skin, how soft and smooth your skin feels, it actually looks smoother. That minimizes the appearance of imperfections. So I'm just going to look at this little chart here. It says after 8 weeks, 68% of the women said their body contours were firmed. 76% said their skin appeared more defined. They look firmer. So, you know, this is for people who want to take the fight against aging beyond their face. And don't you, like my own self, I'm speaking from experience, I've taken great care of this, but then it just kind of stopped, you know, or even to here. And I'm like, good grief. I can tell where I sat out at baseball games and had my sunscreen on to here. So that décolleté and your body skin is so important too. And it can totally give away your age. So this is a great product. It smells so good. I'm trying to think, what am I smelling? It's kind of, this isn't the one that's grapefruity.
Yes, that's the grapefruit.
Just really,
This is, yeah. Is it grapefruity? No. Pumpkin seed
I don't
extract,
think it is, but Nora's saying yes. So I
green
guess
tea
there's
extract.
different
Yeah. Okay. And it helps to, some of these ingredients help stimulate collagen and boost your cells' energy levels, accelerate the breakdown of fat. I mean, so this is pretty awesome. You know, I don't know why I don't do this more, that I don't get, you know, Tracy was on and telling us you just need to have a little short video and say, have I told you about this? You know, do you guys know how awesome this product is? Just do a little thing, just a little
off the cuff. Yeah.
yeah, off the
Absolutely.
cuff about why you love it. And then it'd
Act
be
like you're
really
talking to your best friend. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's just to act like you're sharing something with, you know, your very best friend and like, oh my gosh, are you not using this? And another thing I want to mention about this, you know, I'm going to have a hack. I'm going to have a little something to go with it. I love mixing this with the nourishing oil at night before I go to bed when I put it on. I try to use this twice a day. I use it out of the shower for sure. And then, but when I go to bed, and I definitely want to do my neck and my shoulders, a little nourishing oil, and oh, baby, it feels
Oh, you
wonderful.
put nourishing oil on everything.
I love that
It's
stuff.
a dessert topping and a floor wax as far as you're concerned.
It is in my hair. Yeah, good stuff.
It's great. But you know, I just had this thought, you know, we should do just a quick little blurb. This is your what's the word I'm looking for? This is your recipe of what to make your blurbs about all month long. The products that and you get this half price this month with any $50 purchase. End of video. Why don't we do that? Okay, there's my aha moment.
Products are on here. So what if you did one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
12.
11, 12. So
you do a couple. Yeah, I'm just thinking you don't want them to hold off till the 12th of the month.
Right. Right. You could do a couple like for, you know, every day for 6 days and get all 12 of them in the first week of the month or whatever. So that would be not overkill and just enough. Good idea, Susan.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Next.
Oh, waterproof mascara. You guys know that probably have raved about this for on and on and on. It is most of the time the only mascara I use. If I want a little extra something, I'll use the waterproof first, and then I may add ultimate, panorama, whatever. It doesn't really make any difference. I just want a little bit, but I like this for so many reasons, plus the fact that I'm outside a lot, and so I need that waterproofness. I don't need black raccoon eyes going with me, but I like to curl my lashes and then use the waterproof. So use the eyelash curler on one eye, and as soon as you get it really good and curled, get your waterproof mascara out and just go, and it will set your curl on your lashes. And then if you want more, You know, I know Susan loves Ultimate. Then use your Ultimate and get that extra boost. But because we used to have lash primer, and it did that to a certain extent. But honestly, I use the waterproof like the lash primer, and I think I like it better. So I like everything.
Yep.
I like it using it for daily wear, just for nice, that's what I have on today. I have 2 coats of it. It's not a ton, but just if I'm just going to be out and about, it's just enough.
Okay.
Who else?
I love waterproof. I like that idea too, using it as a primer. How many of you guys do that? Anybody use it as a primer? Yeah. Very smart. Very smart. Okay. Okay. I'll talk about the next one, which is the waterproof liquid eyeliner pen. Oh my gosh. Now I don't have this on today, but I should. I love the precision, the fact that it doesn't drip or run or smudge, that it's like just a little fine tip marker. It's so great for doing your cat eye. You can do a real thin, you can put it, what do you call it, Teresa? Tight lining? Is that what you call it? When it's really close in here, or you can line up under here, which I always thought was a no-no till Lori Hogg did it. And this is just when people, say, people are kind of a makeup guru and they want the latest greatest of anything, or they want a bold eye, or just a real precise thin line. You can turn it on its side and make a fat line, or just the tip and do a thin one. So it just lots of versatility. I love it. I love how easy it is to use and to teach people how to do a cat eye or something similar. How about you guys? Anybody? Popular?
I pretty much use it every day.
Yeah.
Even if I don't want liner, which typically I don't use much liner anymore. If I use liner, it's eyeshadow as liner. I like to blur some eyeshadow against my lash line to give me a little bit of depth there, but I don't like liner. And again, if I use liner, we'll definitely smudge it out. But the waterproof is always underneath my lashes, even on a quickie day. Because it just makes my lashes look that much, twice as thick as without. I mean, do one eye and just like Susan said, just under the lash line. It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, look here, I'm just rubbing. Once it's dry,
yep,
it's great.
Great stuff.
It's great. Well, again, what are you doing?
Okay, next is a booster. And it is the one booster that I don't use. And the reason is, yes, it's because I use retinol. So this really is in place of, this is the PHA and AHA resurfacer. And it is really the booster for people who can't use the retinol for whatever reason. They're pregnant, they're more sensitive to it or whatever. So it does a lot of the same thing. It resurfaces. It's a chemical exfoliation. It helps fight fine lines, and it tightens your skin. It does all the good stuff. It reduces the size of your pores. It makes your skin look more porcelain. But you don't use it if you are using retinol. It's not only overkill, it's just not good for your skin. So I use the retinol. It is like my number one thing. Cleanse retinol, I mean, every day. But does anybody else, is anybody using this product and would like to share a little bit about it? Kathy? No, she don't want to share, but she's using it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
It surprises me how many this month have chosen this one. So I need to know more about it. But they're like, oh yeah, give me that one. Resurfacer, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, it is great. Fine lines. I mean, I just can't speak from experience. So, because I'm a retinol gal, gotta have it.
Okay. Well, I do not have a foundation primer to tell y'all about, because people keep choosing those as their half price item and they're out. So I'm waiting on my order. But I use foundation primer every single day. I love that it has an SPF, although I wear Voluform Day Cream, which has the SPF, so you don't get extra. but I like it for those people like, oh, I don't want to. So it has a little bit, a 15, and it fills in the pores and the potholes and the cracks and the crevices and just smooths the skin and acts like a magnet for your foundation. And in some of their studies that they said it will keep your foundation looking flawless for up to 9 hours. I totally believe that, and I don't really touch my face a lot during the day, but the phone's up and everything, but I feel like primers are just magnificent. It's a lightweight gel. It just glides on. It dries quickly. It has little light diffusers in it that detract from fine lines and wrinkles in your pores. It's oil-free, and it also absorbs oil. So it's probably a dessert topping in a floor wax too. So I don't know about that one. What else about foundation primer that we need to mention? Anybody?
I just think it's an essential. It's that, I mean, if it's got to be part of your makeup wardrobe. Got to have foundation primer. Got to have eye primer, lip primer, foundation primer, because that's the key. If you don't paint a house without priming it first. And so that's the same thought process, is that these products prepare your skin for makeup. And even if it's just a little powder, and I will tell y'all a tip, you guys, this summer, just, if I haven't been out having an appointment or something, I really have been going without makeup, but I'm not going without, when I say makeup, I'm going to say foundation, but I haven't been going without powder, and really I've been using powder as my foundation. So as long as I use, I've been in the heat, the oil-free hydrating gel as my hydrator. Oh, okay. And then always foundation primer. And then I've been using the silky setting powder mixed with translucent powder. That's what I have on right now. That is all I have on. I have no foundation on. It's just powder. I spray. We haven't gotten the foundation primer. I mean the finishing spray yet.
May as well talk about it. Go ahead, talk about that.
I might as well. I spray my face first before I put any powder on. I put the powder on. I use the foundation powder brush. This round, really dense brush, dot it all over my face, and then some more finishing spray after that, and then I just add my blush, add my cheek color, whatever, which we'll talk about in a second. And that has been it, and it has maintained all day long. My skin looks just as good as if I had foundation on that I'm worried about is starting to melt off, because I'm outside walking the dogs, boating, whatever we're doing. And so and it's been here really, really hot. So anyway, it's been hot everywhere, I know, for everybody. So that's kind of my new little tip. I've just been enjoying just powder as foundation, and it feels so much lighter on my skin. So how did I get off of that? So I was on to foundation primer. It's the key is that I have that on before I put the powder on. That is the key. That's the reason why it looks so good. Because then it would just want to go into my pores. Foundation primer just prepares my skin. So there you go. You
were talking about how hot it is. This is total digressing from the topic. But I saw this thing online where this woman was down in Houston, and the temperature is so hot, she baked a loaf of bread inside her mailbox. Did you see it? I mean, it should have just.
But it's not.
A loaf of bread. It took 45 minutes. Took 45 minutes inside her metal mailbox, and she baked a loaf of bread. Okay, that's hot.
That's hot. That's really
okay.
So I'll just segue into the finishing spray, because I just connected that, because that's on the list. And again, I use this not just to finish my makeup. I use it to start my makeup. I use it in the middle of my makeup. I use it at the end of my makeup, and then I use it all day long. If I come in, I need to do a little blotting and then just a little bit of spray. I don't put anything else on throughout the day. Really, and no matter where I'm going to go, maybe lipstick, but this, again, a staple in your makeup wardrobe. Nora?
The only thing I always have to remind myself is don't do it right after you put your mascara on.
Yeah. Well, if you use the waterproof mascara, you can.
But I blink and then I've got dots everywhere. Oh man, I did it again. So I forced myself to spray before I did the mascara. Yes, but I love that stuff.
Yes.
In fact, I sell a boatload of the primer and the finishing spray when I tell my story of when I worked the census back in 2020, walking the streets of Atlanta in the heat of
Or a
August.
streetwalker. No, I'm kidding.
I was a streetwalker with the bag and everything. But I would put the primer, my CC cream, the translucent powder, and finishing spray, and I was washing foundation off at the end of the night. Like it was unbelievable. The stuff really, really works. So I just say that at a party, and everybody's like, "Oh, I need that," and I call it my rose petal product because it feels so soft going on. So people will call me with, "I need my rose petals and my foundation."
Roseville, that's great. You know, and here's the other thing about this stuff. It doesn't have to be used just on the face. You know, it's great for under your breast if you've got, you know, breasts that are sweaty, and we probably all experience that from time to time. Give them a
pendulous.
You can even go underneath your arms, your legs, anything. If you've got sweaty areas, décolleté, this works. Great for if you're doing a bridal and you want to give her a little bit extra coverage underneath. So
What is it that makes it help with sweaty? You know,
it helps with perspiration. That's one of the reasons why it finishes. It actually seals your skin against the perspiration, so it keeps the moisture and keeps us from getting moist, as Carrie would say. She doesn't like that word.
Jade hates that word too. I don't know why. Who had the idea? Like, I'm going to lift up my pendulous breast here, and I'm going to spray this under here and see if I don't sweat under there. Somebody had to do that.
Probably me. I don't know.
Well, you know, as we age, they all get a little longer. We also have to say I'm a 36 long. So guess I'll be spraying that under there. That's good to know. Aren't you glad we're just girlfriends on here? Mary Kay Pride.
Oh,
you know,
my
guys,
God.
it's those kind of little tips that are funny but so true that are endearing to your customers. Like, girl, you know what else you can use this for? And so I think that's funny. Well, I'm going to jump off the schedule here, and I'm going to talk about eye primer because it's one of my favorites. Primers just in general are so great. I've always called this eyeshadow glue. That's all I've ever had to say to sell it. It's eyeshadow glue. And you put it on and it feels kind of tacky. It grabs at you feel it kind of grabbing your skin, and it will also grab your eyeshadow to hold it on, give it staying power, and also makes it, there's Jenny, also makes your shadow color truer. Does that make sense? So just a really great product. And I have found sometimes I'm one of these people, I can't really wear many eyeshadows that have any kind of red dye in them. I can't wear purples. I've got green eyes and I should be wearing purples, but it's hard for me. But if I wear eye primer, that helps a little bit. It gives me like a barrier between the shadow and my lid. I can't wear purples like days in a row, but if I wanted to, for especially that kind of helps for me. But yeah, it's a great product. So helps your shadow stay on longer. Who else has good tips about eye primer?
I think I would add is, even if you're not putting eyeshadow on, put a little eye primer on. It just makes your eyelids look better. It kind of, it opens them up a little bit. You don't get an oily crease. So and even all the way up to your brow bone, just put a little bit of eye primer on, dot it on the inside of your eyes, right in there, kind of opens them up and highlights them ever so slightly. And you can even dab a little bit underneath your eyes if it's summertime and you have the tendency to have sweaty eyes. So yeah, another makeup wardrobe staple, which really that's what this whole sheet is things that these are must-haves, I think, in your basic makeup wardrobe.
Yeah, summer makeup. Okay, what you talking about now, Teresa?
Well, then I will jump to the Beauty Blotter oil absorbing tissues because I could not live without these things. They are amazing. And I really, if I were super generous, I would just carry a bag around of these with me wherever I go and hand them out like candy. Because so many women need these and they don't have a clue how awesome they are. And, I'll see somebody even like on television or whatever. And I'm like, she just needs to blot just a little bit. but they are wonderful. They are, I think they're 100% linen. And this little package has 75 in it. I've got them in my purse, on my makeup counter, in my bathroom, in my car. And not only are they good for blotting throughout the day, but just when you finish your makeup, go all over your face. After you think it's done, you're perfect. You've spritzed your finishing spray one last time, and you just want to pull off any excess powder or foundation or anything. It's amazing. So it gives you a final finish. This is the final finish. So throughout the day, though, you just want to freshen up just a teeny bit. You don't put powder over oily skin. You've got to pull the oil out of your skin first. And then when you do that, you realize you don't need any powder. It's gone. These are great. And do offer them like a stick of gum, though. So instead of giving people a package, I will say, hey, you know, if it's a hot day and somebody sitting next to me, you want to try something really cool, you know, freshen your makeup, just sitting right here. And I'm like, try Beauty Blotter. And people love them. So, and if I'm looking for a gift with purchase, I don't do that so much anymore now that we're using this sheet, but these are awesome every once in a while. Maybe just an extra something for somebody with a bigger order or whatever. Matter of fact, I should have done that with Bishop's wife order. Should have put these in there, because great little extra gift in the summertime for somebody, and they'll fall in love with them and they'll be a reorder customer forever.
Okay. I'll real quickly talk about lip primer. Admittedly, there was a time I used this like every day. Now I just kind of forget about it. See, sometimes having this monthly thing makes me go, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I need to pull that out and use it again. You know, so this is for kissing lip lines goodbye. It gives you a healthier looking, fuller, plumper looking lip. I don't know if it really does plump your lips, but it always feels like it does. Does it? Does anybody know? Does it make your lips feel a little fuller?
I think it's got a plumping agent in it so much, but I think it does make them
Because
feel
it fills in.
smoother. Yeah.
Yeah. So it fights the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and then it has those little microspheres that kind of scatter light and make any lines around the mouth look less noticeable. So you can use it on your lips, outside, and also outside your lip line to extend the wear of your lipstick and prevent your lipstick and lip gloss from feathering and bleeding. Now, I know that, you know, for myself, it's like, golly, they say that anybody that's ever kissed anybody or had a drink out of a straw, ultimately you're going to get these around there. And this actually does kind of fill in. It's kind of like lip line spackle. That's a good product. Lipstick glue, whatever. It helps with the lines too. So I'm going to get one out. Nora?
Did I hear a rumor correctly that they're discontinuing that? Do you know?
Yeah. I just read it
that.
a couple of days ago. I didn't want to but yeah. So, you know, stock up if you have lots of customers on it, you know, and they haven't decided whether there's going to be a replacement on it, but apparently sales are just low on it for whatever reason. And that makes room for other things in our line. So let your customers know, have some special. Yeah. I'm kind of like Susan. I
go away for a while though, and then come back.
Yeah.
Did I dream that?
It did.
So sometimes they bring them back, and who knows, maybe everybody's choosing this month, and they'll suddenly go, what the heck? We have all these sales of primer.
Exactly.
We'll bring it back.
Bring it back.
Okay, there's just there's oil mattifier, the masks, and the lip and cheek cream blush. What you want to take, Teresa? We'll wrap this up.
Lip and cheek cream blush because I can talk about that real quick, and I don't use that mask. So to be perfectly honest, the jury was out on these when I first got them. I wasn't really sure about them, but I have fallen in. I mean, I like the fun of them, and I like quickly using them on my face in the summertime when I finish with my powder, just dotting a little bit of this cream blush on and then putting a little bit on my lips. I actually have it on my lips right now. And but I've just fallen in love with this peachy one. I don't remember exactly the color, but it is something peach.
Oh,
Peach shimmer.
peach shimmer.
And it's pretty over lipstick. If you want a lipstick, but you just want some shimmer over it, some tan shimmer, it's gorgeous. Or put a real nude lipstick on and then put peach shimmer over top of it. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'll still put a little bit of my powder blush on and then just dot the top of my cheekbones with this peach shimmer. So I am in love with this. And this is a limited edition product. So just be aware of that. The other 4 shades, none of them just knocked me out. For me personally, I just like brighter, lighter, and these were a little bit dark. So for me, question, Nora?
I have to tell you, I can't keep that lilac in stock. It is,
Oh, wow.
it's unbelievable. I'll order one, it's gone. I order 2, they're gone. And that's the color I thought I would never sell.
In that funny, and did you wear it? So did people see it on, or is it featured? I guess it's in the book probably.
It's in the book, but I just open up, like what I've been doing lately is whatever the new launches, especially if it's limited edition. I have a little bag, and every appointment I go to, I have it with me, and I just say, oh, I got to show you. And I don't even have demos because they just look at it and buy it. So I'm not even bothering to make one a demo.
Wow,
the liquid lips are going like crazy, and those cheek and lip gel, what are they? No, they're creams. I seriously, I can't keep them in stock. It's incredible.
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna get stuck with them.
That's crazy.
Well, since we're running out of time, just real quick, oil mattifier, I never use it. I'm not oily. Who uses this? Oil mattifier.
I do from time to time. Denise uses it pretty regularly. I think do you mix it with something, Denise?
Yes, mix it with your foundation primer. And I am desert dry, but I still sweat, especially in this heat. So that really helps control the sweat.
Wow.
When you were doing the beauty blotters, I'm thinking, when should I use those? Because I don't sweat because I use so much finishing spray and put the oil mattifier with the foundation primer.
Okay.
Not separately, you got to mix them together and put it on.
Do you use equal parts? Like, because the same thing, I've never used the oil mattifier, so I don't know how.
It's equal parts, but
Okay.
I've done it both ways, putting it on separately. And when I did, it started rolling off my face. Like I was getting maybe too much cream off my face. But when you do it together, spray it with your finishing spray, then go on with whatever you're doing.
Awesome.
Hmm.
I occasionally will put it through my T-zone if I'm going out on the town for an evening or something. I want some little extra protection, but I need to do that too. Good idea.
Okay. And lastly, just running out of time here, the 2-step hydrating mask, we got these buy one, get one. And so it's smart that she put that on here. So now we can use them for that, for this month. I have not sold many of these. I forget to kind of talk about them. Denise?
Just FYI, I had a big CDS order last night, and she had gotten her mask half price, and they're not available on CDS.
They're not. Okay. So I guess they're gone now or really low stock. But yeah, what I liked about these most when they came out is that there's 8 in a box, and I like to separate them and throw them down in gifts. And I sold them more at my open house because somebody could use it as a stocking stuffer or as a little gift pouchy thing. But they're wonderful. They're just a moisturizing sheet mask. Kind of interesting how you like bend them and pop them and mix them together. Is that how it was? Need to open one up and try it, but let y'all read about that one because we are out of time. So next week, be watching. Come on, ready to celebrate our year, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Kathy, did you have a question, or are you just waving goodbye? Waving. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks for being on with us. We appreciate you so much. Good night.